Did I just become a lawyer? It's more like a public defender. He got one of those poor people models. This is not our first PRS on the channel, but this is a pretty decently priced PRS 594 SE McCarty. You all chose this, the Patreons. There's a link down below in the description how to become one if you'd like to. But we do giveaways every once in a while of some decent guitars. We let you choose which model we review. You don't have to choose this one if you do win, but dang, this thing is pretty dang purty. Nice little gig bag comes with. Brief description. The whole McCarty name comes from Ted McCarty. Supposedly he's like the golden age father of the Gibson era where Verge was prosperous. I don't know. I was like negative 40, 60, whatever, because it was 1949, I believe he started working for Gibson. Really came up with some really cool stuff. I believe the two-pneumatic bridge was one of the things on some other models too as well. So you could check it out on Wikipedia if you'd like to. The whole backstory of this is that Paul Reed Smith was checking out the patent office, I believe, I guess, and saw a lot of this McCarty guy's name all over these things. So he reached out to him for some wisdom. I guess eventually started to hire him as a consultant, and this is a homage to him. So the 594 comes from the scale length, the 24.594 scale length, and obviously his namesake. So I'm really glad that you all maybe choose this thing and check it out. We already did a deep dive of it, so you could check that out now, or you could speed along with it if you don't want to see any of the specs. But I've really condensed it down. I think we're down to about 5 minutes or so. So that's not too much of your time, but here that is now. The weight is 3.30 kilograms or 7.26 pounds. The action on the bass side is 2 millimeters, and on the treble side, it is 1.75 millimeters. The pickup height on the neck, the bass side is 5.5 millimeters. The treble side is 4 millimeters. The bridge is 4 millimeters on the bass side and 3 millimeters on the treble side. Nut slot depth, the low E is 0.59 millimeters. The A is 0.57 millimeters. The D is 0.56 millimeters. The G is 0.55 millimeters. The B is 0.57 millimeters. And the high E is 0.53 millimeters. Check the screen for your respective in inches, a ratio of 15 to 1. It is a radius of 10 inches. The nut, the width is 43.05 millimeters or 1.695 inches. The first fret, the width is 44.10 millimeters or 1.736 inches. The depth is 22.26 millimeters or 0.876 inches. The 12th fret, the width is 53.17 millimeters or 2.093 inches. The depth is 25.93 millimeters or 1.020 inches. The fret, the width is 2.88 millimeters or 0.113 inches. The height is 1.47 millimeters or 0.058 inches. So here we take the feeler gauge at 0.006 millimeters and try to see if any of the frets are unseated, and nothing was unseated, so as expected. All right, so you're gonna see here, the only color that we're gonna wind up using is green. It's very minimal rocking. It's so minute, but I like to point it out because if you don't, people say, well, mine rocked like crazy, so how did you get a perfectly spotless one? So These are so minor, it didn't have any effect on choking out or anything like that. The frets were all seated properly, so really wouldn't even bother touching them whatsoever. The grounding issues, nothing so far, everything grounded perfectly. The resistance of the neck is 6.8, both together is 3.5, and the bridge is 7.2. Thus, them split is the neck 4.2, both 2.2, and the bridge 4.9. The inductance of the neck is 4.23, the bridge is 4.5. Split, the neck is 2.02, the bridge is 2.30. The capacitance of the neck is 3, the bridge is 2.9. Split, the neck is 4.8, and the bridge is 3.9. Good size pots, your chiclet caps, nothing crazy, nothing bad. And a good jack. That's all you need. All right, we're back, and I tell you, this thing looks really great for the price. It is, I would say, affordable for what you get. Getting the voice the same as the American pickups that they have here. The insides, you see the switch and the capacitors and all that stuff like that isn't like their top-notch stuff, but it's, you know, it's pretty dang good. Believe the bridge is the same exact thing on the S2 and the core models, so you're getting some really cool stuff. The pickup rings, take them for what they're worth. If you like them or not, I don't think they're bad looking. They don't look the same as the US models. You're getting their PRS style tuners. You're still getting the bird inlays in there if you like them. If not, there are some models that have just the dot inlays, but I remember fawning after the days of the bird inlays. And when the SE model first came out, they didn't have the bird inlays, and I was like, man, that really stinks. But at that time, it was really for convenience and price purposes. But you got the a veneer top compared to the other ones that have maple top, but the give you close-ups of it. I mean, this thing is absolutely stunning. Sometimes I think you can get them on a deal for $7.99. I think I've seen them as low as, but enough jibber jabber. We're gonna get this thing plugged in. So this is as close to out of the box as possible. The only thing that is done is the strings are changed because a lot of the measurements we have to get, we have to take the strings off. So these are cobalts. They're not the traditional strings that come on a PRS. But other than that, when I took the strings off for checking the frets and everything like that, the neck was flat, so I didn't have to do any adjustments to that whatsoever. So turn off all the fancy stuff on this thing right now, and just go check for dead frets. All right, I'm just gonna check real quick to see if anything chokes out. Yep, nothing choked out. I'm just gonna retune it real quick. The tuners are really fantastic for being their branded tuners. They're not the geared ones; they're the closed back ones, but still pretty nice. I'm just gonna go over the throw of the volumes and the tones real quick. I'm not gonna split them just to save time. Volume definitely has a lot of, variation to it, and the tones. What do you expect out of a guitar like this? So, just gonna quickly play the same thing, clean. We'll do neck, both, bridge, and then split same way. So. All right. So for me, PRS has always been one of those brands. Schecter's another good one that has always done coil splits pretty well. So, but yeah, enough jibber jabber. We'll just give you some clean stuff now, and we'll increase the gain as we go along. So. All right, I just lost complete time playing with this thing. It is actually pretty dang awesome. Try not to beat up on it too much because I feel like that this is the next guitar that is going to be picked by one of our Patreons. If I haven't mentioned, you could possibly win this guitar if you're a Patreon. Let me know what you thought about it. There'll be a link down below in the description if you would like to get one of these. You know where to get them. There's a million places online to get them, but dang, it is a beautiful, beautiful piece of work. And so are you. You've all been a fantastic audience, and as always, stay tuned.